Hey guys. Yeah, we're doing something a little bit different today because we are waiting on the extended maintenance. So I'm jumping into New World a little bit just to kind of tool around, check out the introductory parts of the game. I haven't logged into New World in a very long time. So that's what I'm doing today. Probably have to adjust some volume here. Sorry if it's kind of loud on the in-game sounds. Let me tweak that down a little bit for you guys. There we go. David, you've never heard of New World? Oh, fair enough. It's Amazon's MMO that came out a couple years ago. They've been working on it ever since. It kind of had a scuffed launch, but they've been putting work into the game, they've been making improvements. They just released their first paid expansion a couple weeks ago.
You!
So yeah.
Come closer!
Alright, volume is still a little high.
One of those blasted things jabbed me. In a bad way. A demon storm. A voice in my head. These foul creatures. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I think...
Let's just accept the quest. Let me try to adjust a couple things. Oh, they don't want me to get into the menus. We are in a heavily guided tutorial phase. Equip your shield. Equip your food. Okay. What do I need to adjust? What is loud? I feel like the voice acting is loud. I feel like the sound effects are a little loud. Let's have a look. Sound effect volume could probably come down a little bit. Vocals could probably come down a little bit. Voiceover could probably come down a little bit. I feel like that's okay for now. We're pirates, yeah, we're pirates, I think. I don't know.
Wash up on my shore, exhausted and weak, and I welcome you home.
Combat sounds could be a little louder. I can barely hear that at all. Boop. And good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm tooling around with settings, and I've missed a bunch of you that have come in. I appreciate you guys being here. We're doing this because there's extended maintenance today, and I still wanted to stream and hang out with you guys. So I figured we would just jump into New World for a bit, since I've been talking about it here and there in the streams. And some of you guys don't know anything about New World, so maybe some of you guys, it'll be the first time that you're seeing it. I haven't played myself in a very long time. There's been a lot of changes since the last time I played.
It was my destiny to claim that.
This part seems basically the same. I don't know if her dialogue that she has is the same or not, but the little opening part here seems the same as it was upon launch. Alex, you reactivated your EU sub so you could play today because you couldn't stand the maintenance. Fair, fair. I don't really want to spend a point in this right now, but they're gonna make me spend a point in Sword and Shield, which I don't really want to do. We could take Whirling Blade, or we can go Defender with Shield Rush. Let's get a charge. I feel like having the charge would be good. Yeah, this is Classic Plus. That music is loud. Guys, is the music too loud or the in-game sounds too loud? I always have a hard time adjusting new games. Every time I get into a new game, it's a really big struggle for me to get the audio like where I like it to be.
You forced
This seems a little loud still.
Your soul is now mine.
Yeah, she's peeking out in the red. Let's try that. Maybe that'll be better. So the background here is that we were on a ship looking for treasure and we crashed on an island. We think we crashed, so we could have been navigated here on purpose, but for our purposes we crashed on this island. And obviously there's some bad stuff going on.
I feel your blessings surge within me. Everlasting
Oh, boy.
glory will be ours.
Oh good, he healed himself. Dramatic music. Bum, 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 bum. So in New World, your class is determined by what weapons you have equipped. You don't have a class. You're just a person. And so your ability loadout, your skill trees are going to be determined by what weapons you have equipped. You can swap between 2 weapon sets at level 5. We can't do it yet. Right now we have the sword and board equipped, which is probably not what we're going to be sticking with. Now a lot of this stuff I think is new. I think they changed the intro areas here. Let's see.
Steady there, friend. Dying can be a rather harrowing experience the first time one goes through it. You're not anymore, but you were very much dead for a few minutes there. You've been resurrected, you see. It's quite a lot to take in, I know. Yes, the pole of the corruption. It's that damn storm. I can't even count the number of ships it's wrecked. And every sailor coming ashore is corrupted. You're one of the few who came through with your but I forget my manners. Watcher Layson Reese, at your service. I watch
Galerac, maybe in the EU it is. In the United States of America, it's been Tuesdays for 20 years. It's always been Tuesday, so yeah, in other parts of the world it's a different day. But where I'm at, maintenance day is today. And it's extended maintenance.
Unfortunately,
so unfortunately, unless the servers come up in the next couple hours, there will not be a WoW stream today.
Is the rule.
Yeah.
But there are some nice fat boar roaming around nearby. Of course, you're not exactly equipped for hunting. Yes, you'll need a skinning knife to start.
Gather flint from the ground, gather wood from a bush. Okay. Phrasing. Craft a flint skinning knife.
Very impressive. One of the nicest crude skinning knives I've seen. You've done this, but it's important to know how to provide for yourself here. The wilds of Eternum can be a very... yes, it has its own share. Yes, you'll find them snuffling.
I think he wants us to kill some boars. I don't know how much story we need for that.
You can handle it. Go and hunt yourself down a fat one, skin it, and cook yourself a little feast at the campfire.
We're gonna kill it, skin it, and cook it. Attribute points. Well, let's just... I want to do like a big two-handed sword. So I'm just gonna pump a bunch of points into strength for right now. It wants us to equip the skinning knife. Okay. There we go. Now we can actually skin the boar. They did a good job for the Stranglethorn revamp. Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? It's also the Professions revamp. Yeah, it's the Classic Plus Professions revamp.
Smells delicious. And you seem to be feeling better than when you first rejoined. We get shipwrecks on these shores now and then, but I've never seen anything like this. That's the dark side of eternal life, I suppose. You resurrected with your soul intact, but many come back soulless, the lost. Or worse, they return with their souls twisted, possessed by insatiable evil. Those we call the corrupted. So
basically, you were going to become one of two kinds of zombie. Like, you're going to be a zombie, but you have a little bit of variety in what kind of zombie you become once you're dead. Unless you're like us, and then you get to respawn over and over again. Because we're obviously awesome.
Essentially, yes. And the corrupted are relentless, destroying and killing to increase their numbers. Looking at the wreckage of your ship, I suspect that's what's become of the rest of your crew. It's just across the water, and frankly, we need to deal with the corrupted gathering there. I know it's not a pleasant task. Oh, excellent! If the corrupted start converging on you now...
And they shall ruthlessly strike down their fellows, their path to corruption begun.
I think that's Sylvanas talking to us. It's sad that I can't get the music to go up a little bit more and leave the other settings like a little bit lower. The music is actually pretty good.
Well done. It's grim work, I know. But we can't let the storm wall is a fact of life here. It completely surrounds the
How long has
island,
this game been out? It
letting
came out in
any ships that
2021.
approach and any that attempt to
And they've been
leave.
adding to it, they've been revamping
this
it. They
storm,
just released their first
it's
paid expansion
unnatural
for it
even by
last
eternal
week or the week
standards.
before.
There must be something or some.
I played it quite a bit when it first came out,
I'm
and I
not
haven't touched it
sure.
very much since. They did a fresh start server like a year ago,
Same time.
but
It seems
I
like
didn't
it
stick
must
with
be.
it.
That's well. I fear you may not fully grasp the danger of such an endeavor.
Mike, it reminds you of Far Cry? I've never played Far Cry. Is that like aesthetically like the place we're at reminds you of Far Cry, or like the gameplay? Yeah, Karen, we're checking out New World for a bit today as we wait for the Blizzard servers to come back up. I've been talking about it occasionally on the streams. I thought I would just jump back in and just hang out for a bit. Not really any big plans for it. Let's see. Yeah, we can just keep going here. Let's grab Whirling Blade. Gives us another ability to push.
This is only the beginning. All these sailors join our cause. Soon, it will be all of humanity.
Stay back, you bastards! Unless you want to be eaten lit!
Back on the sand. You have my thanks. I know a safe spot this way. Come on!
There should be a two-handed weapon on one of the boats. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find some stuff eventually.
Well now. Can't tell you what a relief it was seeing someone who was still human. Perfect. I was betting there'd be some kind of town nearby. Thinking I go look.
Yeah, I want to rock a greatsword.
But I'm not
They didn't.
allowed
The
to
last time I
walk
played the
away
game, the
from a
greatsword
piece of
wasn't in the
freshly
game,
crashed boats.
which is
Not
kind of a
way
weird
choice,
exclusion.
no matter.
But yeah, now there are greatswords. So
This isn't my first shipwreck, you know. One thing I've learned, you have to always think ahead, keep an eye on the course. Not like the... That's...
let's see. What did we get? I thought we... Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty game. Yeah, the graphics are pretty good.
They shall steal from one another, like rats fighting over scraps.
Yeah, I remember liking the crafting also. I like that you can do any of the professions that you want. Like, you can level up everything. You're not confined to, like, picking a couple professions. You can literally do anything you want. And I thought that was pretty cool. Also, the ability to craft, like, a bunch of stuff in bulk, I thought was really cool. The game had a lot of cool ideas. A SWTOR stream? I can't put SWTOR on YouTube. Well, I could. I'd have to turn off all the music, which would be like a weird experience. A couple years ago, I tried to start a series on SWTOR, and obviously, with it being Star Wars music and with Star Wars being owned by Disney, like all the music is heavily copyrighted. And the thing about like a Star Wars game and a Star Wars story is that they pair the music up to match the scenes that are going on, and I felt like without the music, the scenes felt kind of empty. And like just kind of soulless. Like just listening to the characters do the dialogue and things play out with no music. And I was like, I could layer some like music under here, but it's not going to be the right kind of music, and it's probably just going to feel weird. So yeah, unfortunately SWTOR is a game that I don't think I can play on the channel. I'd have to like turning all the music off doesn't really appeal to me, but that'd be the only way I could do it. Because yeah, I did try a couple years ago, and it didn't happen. I'm climbing up. This is still the climbing tutorial. The game is like, oh, by the way, you can climb. Now climb, stupid, climb. Where am I climbing to? Nope. Maybe there's like a back way around the other side of the hill. Tuesdays, it's just that it's maintenance day. The title of the stream explains everything. Yeah. There we go. Just a little bit of parkour to get up here. Maybe next extended maintenance we'll check out SWTOR. If you guys can tolerate all the music being muted. I'll just play some like other music. Okay, we got everything here.
There you are! I was starting to worry. More importantly, though, what did you find? Let's see here. Oh, yes. These are... Unfortunately, I didn't have as much luck.
That looked like a two-handed sword to me.
Those damn red-eye rotters are now there's the...
This is obviously the only weapon we will ever need. They went to the extreme with this one. They went hard. It's the biggest sword I've seen since Final Fantasy VII. Like, yeah, I think Cloud would be happy to wield this sword. That's how big it is. We gotta get it leveled up before we have any skills in it. But yeah, biggest sword ever. It's a surfboard, yeah. It doubles as a surfboard, which makes sense. A swing and a miss. There we go. Now we should be able to get some kind of abilities with it. Great Sword Onslaught. We can cross-cut slash 3 times. That sounds cool. Like a triple slash. Let's find somebody to try it on. That's pretty cool. No iframes though. It didn't seem like we had iframes during that. But that's okay. It does have quite a bit of range, yeah. I was trying to put the weapon away, but we launched into an army crawl, which is really interesting. I'm not sure why we would need to do this, but okay. I remember when I first played, I used the Great Hammer, and that was fun. It had a lot of knockback. I can't remember what I used from like my second set. I played around with like the hatchet. I played around with a couple of different weapons for my second set of weapons. Am I moving slightly slower with the big sword? I don't think so. I don't think it affects our movement speed at all.
Oh, welcome back, my friend. Glad to see you're still.
We got
with
an
us.
insatiable
While you were
blunderbuss.
away, I think I may have located the source. See, now I
I thought I could have a second weapon loadout. I don't know if that did it. Oh, there we go. It's just a shotgun. Okay. It's just a big old shotgun.
Look, I'm as grateful as can be that you reclaim my flag. Good old... Oh,
My microphone's a bit loud. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Anybody else having audio issues before I look at any of my settings on my microphone? Or do I sound normal? If I just sound normal, I'm fine. I'm fine sounding normal, even if what I normally sound like is garbage. I'm not really interested in playing with too many microphone settings right now. But I will if I have to. Can probably do that a little bit. How about that? Well, that's about as low as I can go with my gain. Most likely I'm just getting one guide, but it's fine. Sounds okay. Yeah, if it sounds like normal and what I normally sound like is trash, then I'm okay with that.
Hey, you gave it a try.
I'd rather just be consistent with how I sound.
Centered right above these
Like right now I
hills.
feel like it's a little bit too
No
soft,
doubt
but
about
I'll
it.
stick with this.
I don't know.
It may have been a bit loud. Yeah, I turned the gain down a little bit. I haven't touched my settings in like a long time, so I don't know why today would be any different than any other day, but it's possible that I just sound like trash every day. You know, I'm not exactly rocking like a $500 microphone. I have a $120 Yeti X. It's not like really pro equipment or anything like that. It just is what works for me.
And they shall witness the power manifest, the true future of the human race.
This doesn't seem like a great place to look at our skills. We'll clear this out first. Whoops. I'm sure she'll figure it out. No, she's gonna stay up there. We have to go up there. They don't have any ability to like jump down. Are they just respawning? Are you guys respawning? I feel like respawns are happening. Let's click on the item. Ice Gauntlet. Okay. Let's see. Ice Gauntlet. I don't really care about. We can equip the chest piece. And now we're wearing some kind of plate. Relentless Rush, dash through foes while spinning. I like dashing through foes while spinning. That's cool. What else did I see? A flail and shield. This is new. I've never seen the flail and shield. I've never seen the void gauntlet. I don't think there was a blunderbuss last time I played. Everything else I recognize. And now I have to get out of here, somehow. Oh no, we're searching for the source of the corruption. I'm assuming the source of the corruption is going to be somewhere inside. Maybe this way? I can't see. It's really dark in here. Somebody turn on the lights, please. Alright, apparently we found the source of the corruption. It was that jerk. He was causing it. And now it's reminding you of BG3. Oh, don't say BG3.
You steal that which is mine.
Unlike
You
BG3,
assault my
I get to
followers.
fight things
And
without
now
being
you
punished
disrupt
for
my
it.
plans.
That's the biggest
This
difference.
is personal.
Jason, just read the title, buddy. The explanation for why I'm doing what I'm doing is in the title of the stream. There's no other reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I didn't really have anything else to do, and I wanted to hang out and stream, but I can't play WoW right now because the servers are down. And the servers are going to be down until like 2 or 3 o'clock my time, and I'm probably not going to be able to stream WoW today, which really sucks. So I'm just trying to make the best of my day. and do whatever I can. And I've been meaning to check out New World for a bit, so I thought we would do this. Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I don't expect anybody to watch this.
I should stay here.
Just
deliver the
you know,
report
if I'm being honest.
Then get yourself
It's just something for me to do, to hang out with some of you guys who are interested in just hanging out. Because yeah, there's no end game here. If the servers come back up, guys, let me know. Like, let me know if the servers are up. Like,
Come closer.
if the WoW servers come back up, then you know, eventually I'll pop back over there and we'll do some WoW. But they said the maintenance would be going on until about 2 o'clock my time, so I figured we would do this for a bit.
This island has
this is new.
always guarded the promise of paradise. Humanity cast out, deemed unworthy of such blessings. But I did not come here seeking paradise. I came for answers. Redemption after a life of weakness and suffering. And I found a truth that disproved everything I had been taught. I tasted the knowledge forbidden to us at creation, and I saw the vision of humanity's true potential. I knew then I must correct this ancient injustice and restore the power which is rightfully ours.
Oh, she got corrupted.
The heart of the mountain now beats strong.
I think she's
with
being
its
controlled by the
purpose.
jailer at this point.
After a century of preparation, our campaign has begun. The island's townships already fall before the might of our armies. The only thing I had not foreseen is you. You, who have stolen the gift meant for me. And now your soul will pay the price. For I will not stop until I have seized back the destiny stolen from us.
We made Dark Mommy mad, and we didn't even do anything. She's like, you stole something from me. I'm like, I didn't do anything. All I did was crash here on the island. Why are you so angry with me? I feel like she's probably angry with everybody she meets. I don't think we should take it personally. I like the artwork in that little cutscene. The artwork was really cool. Like, I don't know about like the story itself or anything, but the artwork was cool. She resembles Sylvanas. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty easy like parallel to draw. She's like just an angry lady who's like corrupted, angry corrupted mommy. So yeah, obviously Sylvanas. Sylvanas with a Draenei accent. Yeah.
Did you see my card?
I wish I had not heard your voice, but I do see the cart. Some of the voice acting in this is very like hit or miss. That one was a big miss. Some of them are better. Okay, we have a map. That's cool. It's nice to have a map. We have some objectives, some landmarks. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, it's the Final Fantasy VII sword. It's the Buster sword from FF7. A turkey? No turkeys will respawn in front of me. How dare you? I won't allow it. She's compensating, right? I think the last time I played this game was on my old rig. And like my old rig could barely handle it. Whenever I went into a town that had other players in it, my old rig did not like it.
Hold up there. What business do you have in Corinth? A report from the Watcher, eh? Okay, I'll take that. So, it was corrupt. Well, according to Reese's report, you're quite the hero. And good for you. Hero or not, we cannot afford. Ask 5 people, you'll get 5 theories. Some say we've been cursed.
They've been cursed.
Alright, the hero. Hate to break it to you, hero. But eternal life on eternal means eternal trouble.
Equip the sickle. I have to equip a sickle from the herbalist.
Master Agrawal,
Do I have a sickle?
who knows? Maybe you two can
Done.
fix everything.
Gather 5 delicious truffles. We're obviously going to do this first. One of you guys will let me know if the WoW servers come back up, won't you? or should I be checking every 15 minutes? I was kind of hoping like the vanilla servers. I don't understand why we need to have extended maintenance on Wrath of the Lich King client and on the vanilla client. They haven't done anything in the vanilla client. It's kind of annoying. Like I'm fine. Like we have to have maintenance every single week already. Like every single week for some reason the servers have to be taken down. It's been that way for 20 years. Whatever. So like I could be fine with that. But why do I have to have extended maintenance on my effing vanilla server? What kind of work do they have to do that takes all day? Or is it just tied into the Wrath server so like they can't take the Wrath server down and leave the vanilla servers up? Is that all that it is? It's pretty lame. It's pretty lame. The servers are 20 years old. They do need some care. They need rest. They gotta rest the servers. It's their hour of sleep every week that they get.
Here's my new friend.
Oh Jesus,
right
please stop talking.
Oh, the truffles
Oh,
I
no.
lost and then some.
Oh no.
I hope it wasn't too hard.
He hopes it wasn't too hard on us, yeah.
Spoken to the captain, have you? He's normally, but all that aside, you're still welcome. He broke it. Can't absolutely not. You're a guest. I insist you check in at the inn.
Welcome to the Southern Breeze. May a gentle wind always guide you home. You wish to check in? No, this is a pleasant surprise. 2 new customers in one day.
I wish I could put my sword away. It feels like walking into doorways with this feels unnatural. Like, is there any button to put the sword away? No. No, it doesn't seem like it.
Where have you been hiding? There was a problems. I've raided tombs more lively than this place. I managed to sell that loot we collected. Never let it be said that
Vanilla
Grace
is up right
O'Malley
now.
will pay her debts.
Wrath is still down.
Here's
They were
your
both
share
down
of
when
the
I
coin.
started. That's cool though.
think
Yeah,
we should
maybe in a
get
bit
to
we'll
spending
pop
it.
over to some hardcore.
There's a trading? Well, there you go. You can always count on me to tell it to you straight. Get yourself onto the trading post, and if you need to stash anything, there's a storage shed as well. Only getting the lay of the land.
Guys, X doesn't put the weapon away, okay? Yeah, I've tried the buttons that are like common buttons to press. X summons your mount. Okay? Okay. I appreciate the attempts to help, but not when the information is completely wrong and I've already tried it. dear God. This is a big line for the outhouse. Like, everybody's got to go. We've all got to go. We're stuck waiting outside. We're just stuck waiting outside. So you guys are saying that that vanilla's up? Okay. Let me have a look. Let me do a few things here. I'm assuming you guys would rather see some hardcore WoW. I'm assuming most of you guys would probably rather see some hardcore WoW. That's just kind of what I assume. I could be totally wrong. Is this a Taco Bell simulator? Yes, it is. It's where you stand in line at the bathroom. It's basically what it is. Well, maybe we'll do this for a little bit. Like, it's not doing a lot for me. But I'm also going to be ready to do other things. So, there's that. Okay. Sorry. What do they want me to do here? Talk to the outhouse. Okay. I talk to the outhouse. This still runs like crappy when I'm in a town here. Like, I don't know. Like, I have a decent PC. I have a 3070. This PC's brand new. This still kind of runs like crap when I'm in a town with other people. That's a little bit disappointing. Granted, like, I have all my settings on high, but... or very high or whatever. But still, the level of optimization just like really isn't there. That's like a lot of times what happens when games go with with realism. When a game goes with realism, it's like the quality of like the frame rate's gonna suffer on a lot of rigs. It wants me to interact with something. Yeah, maybe this is what I'm interacting with. Trading post. Okay, so the auction house. Okay.
Even here, civilization is built on a foundation of lies and greed. A flawed structure that shall crumble beneath my might.
See, doesn't spending coin make you feel more alive? Real tragedy. He said your heroics on the shore got the attention of this so-called speaker of the
Diablo Season 2 came out today. Is anybody going back for Diablo Season 2? Is there anybody like who is gonna go back for Diablo Season 2? Level 9 already. Oh my god, we're just gaining levels and like it feels like I don't even know why we're gaining levels. I haven't done anything yet. Shadow, you're going back? That's awesome, man. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Most of you guys are not gonna check it out. That's fair. Oh, that looks like 1 FPS. Oh, there we go. We went from 1 FPS to 60 FPS. One second, guys. It's kind of a pain. It's a pain to be playing one game on a stream and then like switch to another game. Like the way that like YouTube wants you to have a thumbnail and I need it to be like titled appropriately. It's like it always is kind of a pain in the butt to be like streaming one thing and then like pivot midstream to something else. So yeah, that was fun and everything, but it wasn't really fun. It wasn't super fun. Some say there are no dwarf women. Yeah. What is this? Something is about the something. Okay. And now YouTube wants to give me a bitrate problem. That's great. Thank you, YouTube. You've been very accommodating this morning. Okay. All right. So here we are. YouTube is telling me we might have some lag. I can't verify that. Everything is green on my end. We have no drop frames. My bitrate is solid. But YouTube Studio is telling me that maybe there's some lag right now. You guys can either confirm or deny said lag. It's looking okay. All right. Yeah, it seems everything's fine on my end. I don't know what it's talking about. Okay, let's carry on then. I don't know what we're doing. We're doing a bunch of stuff. We've almost got our jungle fighters. We need raptors. We need a bunch of stuff, but none of it's down this way. I think everything's to the north. Yeah, YouTube is stupid. It's just going to continue to not give me like actual relevant information in my studio tab. Let me see if I can just refresh it. Nope. Nope, that didn't work either. Okay, I'll just ignore it. Six says you had a level 58 die last night. Time to go to Wrath at that point, I think. Yeah, I think if you die at level 58, you just go play Wrath instead. We have to get all the way to the north. Yeah, we have nothing to do down here. Is it weird playing a Paladin in Wrath and going back to the classic era Paladin? Eh. It'll be simpler to play the classic era Paladin. Less buttons that I have to hit. Less things that I have to think about. Right, you hit level 52 on the warrior? That's awesome. It's cool that you're taking it slow and like only playing it with rested experience and stuff. It would be nice to have a game we could stream when the servers are down. It's probably not going to be New World. I don't know, it just feels like it's kind of empty. Not the game world itself, just like the entire experience just feels kind of empty. Like I think we gained 9 levels in 5 minutes and like I don't even know why we gained 9 levels. Stream some Hearthstone. Ugh. I can't afford to win at Hearthstone, so pretty sure that game is like completely pay to win now. Minesweeper, there you go. I appreciate the serious suggestions that you guys offer. Very, very thought provoking. WoW retail, I'm sure like the servers would be down too. Like I would consider it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that like they just take every freaking server down. Like all your servers are now down. Yeah, maybe we should have played Diablo Season 2. maybe that was what we should have done. Sorry. Yeah, New World was a retail leveling speed. Yeah, it did seem very close to retail leveling speed. Just the same kind of like innocuous empty leveling where like you're getting points and stuff and like you're leveling up, but none of it really seems to matter. Like, you know, you're hitting enemies, but like even when they hit you, it doesn't really seem to matter. Like nothing really seemed to matter very much. That's the problem. I don't know how to fix that in an MMO. I feel like MMOs have a hard time making like combat meaningful because like I don't know, maybe it's that people that play MMOs like they don't want challenging combat or like any kind of thought-provoking combat. So like most MMOs just have like empty, vacuous combat unless you're coming up against like a boss that has mechanics. And then that's the only time when you have to like think a little bit about what's happening. Like when I think about all the MMOs I've played, like one thing that remains the same, especially recently, is that like the combat just feels pointless. Like there's no weight to it. There's no thought. You don't have to think about anything. You don't have to plan your combat out. You don't have to like even really react to anything very much. It's all very stale. Warcraft 3 stream with the Reforged graphics. I mean, it would probably pull in as many people as New World would at that point. The problem is when you turn the Reforged graphics on, you're not just getting the Reforged graphics. You're getting these guys are tough. You're getting like kind of like a different story. Like I think the campaign plays out a little bit differently on Reforged. Bishop, it's going well. Thanks for being here. WoW doesn't dominate the market for MMOs anymore. I just don't think there just isn't a big market for MMOs. It's not like a very popular type of game. And part of it is because there aren't a lot of them that are good. But I just don't think there is a market. Like retail WoW playership is at an all-time low. It's like at a historic low. So I don't know. If they corner the market still, then the market is like really tiny. Basically like non-existent market. New World's very endgame focused. Yeah, that's probably why I would hate it. Yeah, I don't like anything that's endgame focused. I like games to be focused on being a good video game. And if a video game is an RPG, like I don't know if these people never played RPGs. But like the point of a good RPG is to go on a nice long journey with your character and with like the supporting cast of characters. To get to know the world and learn the world, to encounter new enemies and new environs. Like that's the core of what it is to be an RPG. It has nothing to do with endgame stuff. In RPGs, endgame stuff was always like the optional stuff you would do when you were about to finish up the main story. Then you would go do like all of your side objectives, you'd get all of your limit breaks, you'd get all of your skills. That would be like your optional stuff that you would do before you would take on the end boss. There's just like elites everywhere. What am I trying to do is there any quest here that I can actually do? I guess I should figure that out. What is this? Let's fight these guys. This seems like maybe we can fight these guys. Let's find out. I don't remember. Here we go. Buttons. Push buttons. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Profit. Oh yeah, I have a macro set up so that all I have to do is hit this one button. Now I remember. This guy has fire shield. Man, fire shield is pretty painful. Not really digging the fire shield. do I have any tips for someone who's never played the game and didn't watch any videos? My tip would be to play the game. Yep. Step number 1, start playing the game. Step number 2, don't stop playing the game until you decide if you like it or not. Step number 3, profit. Guess what, guys? Our inventory's full. How am I finding Paladin leveling? I haven't been on hardcore in several days. It's fine. It's slow. Everything in classic is slow. So, it's fine though. I mean, did I not update the stream title? I didn't. Yeah, I did. I updated the stream title. Don't josh me. World of Warcraft, official hardcore, level 35 Paladin, show leveling gameplay. But yeah, if you're looking at a stream title that still says New World, that's on you, not on me. I changed the title of the stream as soon as I booted this up. So I also changed the thumbnail and I did all that work. So yeah, you can't come in here telling me this looks weird for New World. It looks weird because you haven't refreshed YouTube. Is it possible to get into it solo? Yeah, absolutely. 80% of people who play this game play mainly by themselves. Even a lot of people who are in guilds play mainly by themselves. It's absolutely an RPG that you can enjoy solo. Most people do. It was clickbait, Veros. It knew how much you love New World. And so it was just trying to clickbait you. If it was clickbait, New World would be the worst kind of clickbait. That's not gonna get anybody anywhere. I'm running over to the hunting camp because I'm pretty sure there's a vendor. And apparently we need a vendor because yeah, we are awful. What is all this inventory that I can't access? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I need to update Bagnon. I'm not sure what's happening here. Are these my potential slots that I don't have bags for? I don't understand what this is. I don't know what this is about. What is happening exactly? I'm not happy with whatever's happening here. It's showing me bag slots that I don't have. That's my key bag? How do I turn that crap off? Because that's hot garbage. How do I never see that again? I should not be seeing my key ring. I think that's atrocious. It's never been that way before. Oh god. Am I about to stop using Bagnon today? Probably. I've never had the key ring be open before. Yeah. Okay, so am I gonna have to manually do that every time? No, okay, so that it's fixed now. I had to click here. I've never had that enabled before. Very unwelcome.
Light be with you.
Well, that didn't help very much, but it helped a little bit. Oh, also, we had a maintenance day, so that means that combat text is off. So if you were relying on combat text, it's probably been disabled. Oh, look, it hasn't. This is the first time I've ever logged in after a maintenance, and my combat text was still on. That's surprising. 20 years, maybe they finally fixed the problem. Okay, let's go after the jungle remedy and our last fighter. Justin, I'm glad you're digging the Hunter series. I was able to record another one today before the servers went down. I was able to get on in time to get at least a decent video recorded. Apparently I need a large river crocodile skin as well. Maybe we can take care of that really quick. There we go. My herbalism is not good enough to be in this zone. I really don't know where I would have to go at this point to level up my herbalism successfully, but it's not going to be Stranglethorn, it doesn't look like. Have I ever played EverQuest? No. I tried to do one of their fresh start progression servers. I logged into the game for about 5 minutes. I couldn't figure out how to attack an enemy, and I figured like if I can't click around and figure out how to attack an enemy, I probably have no right playing this game. And that was it. What's my herbalism level? 159. We got all the fighters we need now, we just need to find the medicine men and hope that they drop their pouches. Right now everybody's dead. That's cool. Yeah, EverQuest is not for everyone, that's true. I'll just wait, I'll wait for Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, which is shaping out to be an EverQuest clone anyway. And then maybe I'll be able to attack enemies in that game. When it comes out in 7 years. Yeah, I probably have to go back to the wetlands, I guess, Alex. That would be the easiest place. Maybe Hillsbrad, maybe a little bit of Hillsbrad. But probably the wetlands. And full heal. This could take a while. Shiranui, this is official hardcore, and official hardcore takes place in vanilla era. This is a vanilla era official hardcore server. He'll go eventually. We'll see if we don't get a bunch of respawns around us in the meantime. There we go, we got him. It's a battle of attrition. Unchallenged Gaming asked, "Are you leveling full prot? Why aren't you leveling ret?" It's not retail. We're just picking talents that are good for us right now. It's not retail. You don't pick a spec and go just into that spec. That's not how Classic Era works. We've got some points in ret. We've got some points in prot. We've got some points in holy. And that's how Classic Era works. I appreciate your opinion about ret. I just don't need it. I'm gonna play the class the way I want to play it. Also, how you play in hardcore and what you spec in hardcore is necessarily a little bit different than what you would spec if you were at endgame, talking about like endgame Classic Era, which is not at all what I appreciate your thoughts. I'm just not really interested. If you were playing Classic and you could read the talents that we've picked and you read the talents, you'd understand why we grabbed the talents that we grabbed. And if you were to put all of your points into ret at this level, you would be seriously gimping yourself. That's all. Antonio, I appreciate that, man. I don't know if I'll play a Tauren in the future, I don't know. But I appreciate you being here and hanging out with the stream. Probably a good time to get all of our mana back. Where am I getting the venom fern? Oh, we already have the venom fern extract. Was that from like the crates here? Is that what I looted from the crates? The fern extract? I don't remember getting that item at all. It's kind of weird. It was the crates. Okay, that makes sense. That was like a long time ago that we did that, so it makes sense that I would not remember. That was like 2 weeks ago. I don't think I want to tackle two of them at the same time. I feel like even if we survive, the fight's going to go on forever. There we go, yep. Wander off that way. Maybe I can pull this guy on his own. Separate him from his buddy. Maybe I need to go back to using the two-hander. Maybe that would allow me to finish these guys off a little bit more quickly. Or maybe I would just get my my face kicked in. I don't know. Ash, good afternoon, man. Thanks for stopping by. What classes do I have going in hardcore? Just this Paladin and a Night Elf Warrior. The human rogue died the other week, so yeah, it's just the Paladin and the Warrior. We haven't played the Warrior in a bit. We haven't played hardcore in a bit. We've been playing a lot of Wrath. And if the Wrath servers were up right now today, we'd probably still be playing Wrath today. What happened to the one Paladin I had before the official servers, the Bloodsail Buccaneers Paladin? He hit level 47, and then it got so tedious without a decent weapon that I retired him. When I couldn't kill a green mob without having to full heal myself and drink all of my mana back, it was too tedious. For us, solo self-found was solo not found. We never found any weapons. And I kind of realized that for like a solo self-found hardcore gameplay is best served by a caster. Because a caster is always going to get more powerful as they level up, you're always going to get new spell ranks. Whereas a melee class, you're not always going to find new weapons. So if we ever do any kind of self-found in the future, we will be a caster. That is not a mistake I will make twice. How about a hunter? No, the hunter still needs a good bow. The hunter, I mean, unless you go full beast mastery, I guess like your pet could deal a lot of damage, but ultimately, even as a hunter, you still need a good weapon. Whereas, like, with a caster, your weapon doesn't matter. Like, it's a stat stick. And what's going to make you more powerful as a caster is just getting a new rank of a spell, which you're going to get automatically as you level up. You're never going to be worried about gear on a casting class. Like, gear can help you a little bit, sure. But as far as, like, your damage output, gear is, like, a secondary concern. I would probably do Priest. Blizzard said they might eventually do, like, self-found servers. That's why this is called, like, it's a normal heroic server, or normal hardcore server, because they think that eventually they will do, like, a self-found server. Which won't have restrictions on grouping, but it will have restrictions on auction house, on the mailbox, etc. So if we ever do a self-found again, I'd probably go on a priest. Yeah, priest could be the best hardcore class overall, period. It deals a lot more damage than the paladin does, and it's almost as survivable. Oh, you're hanging out in stealth. That's awesome. I don't even need you. Johnny says, you should probably just pick mage. Yeah, no. I've gotten my share of mages killed. Is the Forsaken Mage still around? Yeah, they're still alive. I just don't have a big interest in playing them. Yeah, it's not really the class, it's like the race and the faction. I haven't really been in the mood for Horde side stuff. And I really haven't been in the mood to play a Forsaken, so the mage is like perpetually riding the bench. I thought about dusting them off and doing some more recordings with them. But I honestly just haven't been in the mood for the Forsaken Mage. Austin, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. One day I might want to play Horde again in Classic Era. But right now all of our Horde side goodness is reserved for Wrath of the Lich King. I'm glad that I got this guy. Like, I'm not sure why I'm getting all these guys. Like, another player ran into the house, okay? They ran into the house and they started attacking guys. And then all of a sudden the guys started coming out of the house to attack me. I'm not like 100% sure on why that happened. But it was probably the other player's fault. Yeah. It was undoubtedly something the other player did. Maybe they healed me, maybe they just got too close to me, I don't know. I don't appreciate them getting me involved in that, so there's like basically no way that I'm gonna help them. Cause that could have been dangerous for us. I don't know, Johnny. The near death on Hogger was really something else. That kind of stands alone as a near death. So many things went wrong. And the only thing that went right is that you didn't die. Yeah. That was a fun one. I have all my jungle remedies. By all rights, I could leave. I could leave. We don't have to stay here in one of the most dangerous parts of the zone. We could just get out. While the getting out is good.
Can I help you? See you around. Farewell. Be careful. Safe travels. Have a good one.
Oh, there we go. There's level 36.
Hey there. See you later.
Should we bother with training level 36? Do I get anything good at level 36? Probably not. We could spend our talent point though. What were we doing? We were going into improved devotion aura. And I can update the title of the stream to reflect our current level. In 2 more weeks we'll hit level 37. Priest can't blink. They must suffer from dry eyes. That must get pretty bad after a while. Not being able to blink. Alright, I think we're gonna go after the Elder Tigers and maybe the Blood Scalp Ears. I mean, we could do that. I don't know what else we would do. It might be worth looking around to see if we have like any green quest to pick up anywhere in the entire world. Nope. Let's see. Badlands. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay. So yeah, we don't really have anywhere we can go where we can do green quest. They can heal their eyes, Johnny? Yes. Yep, they have to cast Renew on their eyeballs because they can't blink. I checked the Badlands, I didn't see anything. Desolus? Maybe Desolus, I'm not sure. At least there's like the Centaur grind quest we could do eventually. Yeah, there's a couple of things. Centaur Bounty is green. We should probably go do that stuff soon. What's the closest flight point we have to Desolus? I don't even know how we would get to Desolus, to be honest. We'd probably have to come through Stone Talon, and I don't have any flight points for Stone Talon. The closest flight point we have is probably Astronar. And then I'd have to figure out how to get from Astronar into Stone Talon, which I don't know. I mean, I guess right here. I guess right here we would do that. And then we'd have to run all the way down here, and that would get us into Desolus. So maybe that's one of the next things we do. Yeah, it's a lot of running, yeah. Yep, we would have to, like, I don't even know where to begin with it. We'd probably have to get on the boat at Menethil, we'd have to go to Aberdeen. It's a lot of traveling. Yeah, I could run from Ratchet, yeah. Either way it'd be a lot of traveling. RFK or Nomer. We're never gonna do Nomer on hardcore. RFK, like, yeah, RFK we could do at some point. Yep, JK, we're dusting off the Pally today because the Wrath servers are going to be down all day. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to play any Wrath of the Lich King today. So here we are. We're making the best of it. Making the best of extended maintenance. It is certainly a change of pace. Yeah, the pace is quite different. LDSN says, of course the rogue was gonna die. It was just a matter of time. Anachronistic comment, but true nonetheless. Am I drinking because my tune is drinking? Not because it's not a cause and effect. What it is it's a good opportunity to get a drink of coffee, yeah. But it's not really a direct cause and effect. It's more like I have an opportunity to drink while my character drinks, so I take that opportunity sometimes, yeah. Keck asks, have I died in hardcore? What was my stupidest death? Yeah, we've got a lot of characters killed. I killed every single class at least once back on Bloodsail Buccaneers before Official started. In Official, we've lost 2 warriors. And I lost one of them in a cave being stupid. I jumped down in a cave system hoping that the way below would be clear. And the way below was not clear. And what I ought to have done, I should have fought the 4 guys that I had instead of jumping down. That was pretty... Every death I have in hardcore is stupid. Every death after the fact, you're like, oh, that was stupid. Of course I died doing that. I'm a big dummy. Like, that's just how hardcore death is. Like, every time you die, you think back and you're like, well, that was really dumb. Hardly ever do you, like, think back about one of your deaths and go, well, that was fair. I did well, but I still died. Like, you never have that thought. When you die in hardcore, you're never like, I did really good, but I still died. But I did amazing and made all the right choices. Like, that's never how you feel. How long have I been doing this? I will need more clarification. We've been playing hardcore since Bloodsail Buccaneers. It's been about 11 months of hardcore, if we're going back to Bloodsail Buccaneers. How long have I been doing this character? Not nearly as long. How long have I been playing WoW? Since it came out. Like, there's a couple different possible questions there. I probably answered all of them, so we should be good. Streaming? I've only been streaming for like 6 or 7 months. 6 months? I've been doing the channel for 5 years. 4 of those years with Classic. It might be 6 years. I think it's gonna be 6 years in February, as far as like my channel's birth date. And then obviously the last couple years have been a lot of WoW. Streaming is kind of new. Streaming I've only been doing for like the past 6 months or so. This guy is shield bashing me and disarming me. What a jerk. Did my Pally finally get a weapon? This Pally has had weapons. Yeah. This Pally has okay weapons. We're rocking this one right now. Level 30 blue. It's pretty okay. There's a tablet or something in here that I need to click on. I just don't think it's going to be wise for me to try to clear this group by myself. That's something we'd have to wait for like another player to be around, because I'm not about to get into all that. Unless we can find a way to pull them out. I might be able to pull this guy by himself. If I just body pull him and I kind of like run out here. Let's see if he comes alone. I can't really tell. Yeah, he came by himself. I didn't really want both of these guys. I didn't really want. Also, with the disarms, we might not have a weapon most of the time. We're gonna kill the shaman, and then I'll think about whether or not we're gonna run from this. Because this just seems like a bad place to be. Yeah, I think we like cut our losses here. We had to blow lay on hands, so we're out. What's my thoughts on Microsoft buying Blizzard? I really don't have any thoughts about it. It's one giant company buying another giant company for maximum profits. It's the way the world works now, and it's fine. It's like as an average player, like an average player is never gonna like know, you know. What's gonna happen for the average player is eventually you'll get bad games like D4 on the Game Pass. You know, like sometime in 2024 you'll get D4 on the Game Pass. But other than that, you know, probably not a lot's gonna change for the casual WoW player or the casual Blizzard enjoyer. It's just one giant company buying another giant company for maximum profits. Pretty boring stuff. It's depressing to see companies getting assimilated into these massive monstrosities. It doesn't have to be depressing, it's just a company. It'd be more depressing if a human got, like, absorbed into a giant monstrosity. Like a giant blob creature. That'd be pretty depressing, because those are humans. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if one giant company owns something or another giant company owns it. Their incentives and their ultimatums are still the same. The point of any corporation is to make shareholders money. They're all playing the same game, and they're all playing it from basically the same rulebook, so it really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be depressing. You don't even have to care about it. I mean, and you can care about it, but there's nothing you can do about it anyway, and therefore any care that you exert towards it's going to be wasted. People often can feel depressed when you choose to care a lot about something that you can't control. That's an easy road to feeling depressed. It's not even competition. Like, there is no competition, because all corporations act the same way. There hasn't been, like, true competition in a long time. Like, Microsoft owning this game is not going to make it better or worse. It's going to be whatever it is. You're not going to notice anything really different as like a casual enjoyer of the game. I'd love to pull this guy out of here, I just don't think it's going to happen. let's go up here. We'll fight some raptors for a bit, for a little change of pace. And then we'll come back and check on the trolls in a little bit. Inventory's full. Inventory full. I'd like to work on this quest, but we're probably gonna have to go back to town and empty our inventory. I keep hitting the key that I have my mount bound to in Wrath, and I keep forgetting that we don't have a mount. That's fun. Yeah, let's head back and get this turned in. And we will empty the inventory as much as we can. A kid-friendly dinner. SpaghettiOs and meatballs out of the can. Pizza rolls. Bagel bites. Chicken nuggets. All very healthy kids' foods.
Hey there. Farewell. Safe travels.
Hello. Safe travels.
We did not empty the inventory.
King's honor, friend.
We need the full bags emoji. Yeah, we do. I would need to have an artist. I myself cannot create art or anything approximating art. One day, I might come across somebody who can do that for us. One day.
Farewell.
Kate, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Is Wrath still updating? Yeah, unfortunately, Wrath is still down for maintenance. From what I know. I mean, it could be up by now. I don't know. I haven't checked. Yeah, Vanilla was supposed to be down for maintenance until the same time, but it came up early. So they could possibly bring him up early, but last I checked, it was still down. Am I planning on using Bone Biter from SM? I don't know. If I were to get a weapon that was an upgrade for me, I would use it. Yep. It was still down 15 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming that I'm not going to get to play Wrath today. That's kind of been my like operating assumption. Did I sell a bolt of silk cloth? You know I did. Yeah. I'll sell every single bolt of silk cloth that I come across. Explain to me why I now have to delete the character and start over. Leody's check still down. Yeah, they'll probably be down. I mean, they said 11 o'clock PDT, 11:12:12. They should be up in 15 minutes or so. If the time that they gave is accurate, they should be up in about 15 minutes. But you know that might not be the case. They might extend maintenance even further out than that. Who knows? Am I missing Wrath? I would rather be playing Wrath today, yeah, if that's not, like, obvious by my demeanor. I don't know if I'm missing it. I'd rather be playing it with my time. We're about to go into Northrend. I'm, like, you know, moments away from getting on the right Zeppelin. I felt like I had quite a bit of momentum going in Wrath that now I have lost. Thanks to the extended maintenance. You know, it's good when we have to, not only do we have to have maintenance every week, but like every other week the servers have to be down for 6 hours for some reason. It's pretty crazy. But when your servers are made out of Jenga blocks and spaghetti, I guess you need extra time to maintenance them. Do I feel that hardcore has died down quite a bit? No. I don't think that hardcore has died down. I think that like my enthusiasm for it has waned a little bit. I think there are a lot of people who like they're not burned out necessarily, but they need a break from hardcore. But I don't think that like overall in the community that the enthusiasm for it overall has died. Not at all. I mean, I still do a /who, and we see more than 50 people every time I do a /who. So like you'll know that it's died down when I do a /who and we see like 20 people. You know. Unless we're in the level 40s, then we see 20 people because no one else is level 40s. But you know, I don't think so. I think it's still just as popular as it has been. Eventually, it'll probably die. I don't think it'll die until they do the Season of Mastery 2 at the end of the year. When they do the Season of Mastery 2, I think that'll pull some people away from hardcore and into a different form of vanilla. SOM was dead on arrival. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they promised that the new season will not be like Season of Mastery 1. They promised us it'll be something different. Now they didn't have any details to tell us what that might be. So we'll have to wait for BlizzCon. We have about 2 weeks, right? 2 or 3 weeks and it'll be BlizzCon, and we'll be finding out all about the new Season of Mastery. We'll be finding out like what the future plans are for hardcore. We'll be finding out about Cataclysm Classic. We'll be finding out about new retail expansion. Yeah, it's gonna be a good BlizzCon. We just have to like. In the meantime, we're not gonna hear any news at all about anything important until we get into November. My wife brought me some chicken noodle soup, but it's still pretty hot. I guess I can sneak in here and click on the tablet now. Shahina, I had chicken yesterday. I mean, maybe. I probably did have some kind of chicken yesterday. That's true. I don't think we need to be quite so concerned about what I'm eating, but yeah, I probably did. Isn't there an elite crocodile somewhere? Do you guys remember the one? I don't know what character it was. There was one time we were in Stranglethorn Vale. Maybe it was on the first Pally on Bloodsail, but I kept running up to this crocodile, and every time I ran up to it, it took me a minute to realize it was an elite. And I did that like 4 or 5 times. This time I have not seen the elite crocodile even once. There's more than one elite crocodile. Oh, good. Classic Pally is boring. Wrath Pally is more fun and fluid. Yeah, that's an opinion you're allowed to have. Alright, that quest is done. That one turns in back in Booty Bay. We have a couple of things that turn in back in Booty Bay. Should probably head that way soon. Let's try to work on singing crystal shards. Sometimes it has a decent drop rate, sometimes the drop rate really, really sucks. We'll see what kind of day it is today. It's funny when when you get a bunch of WoW players together and you when people start talking about like the things they want out of the game. what I realize, like, what stands out to me the most when people start talking about like what they want out of the game is like, what stands out to me is that WoW players are never going to be happy. Especially people who enjoy Classic. Like, Blizzard is never going to make you happy. You're never going to be happy. You're always going to be dissatisfied with whatever they offer. You know, that's what I find really funny. Like, people want all these like very different things. Like, some people want Classic Plus that starts in Wrath. Some people want Classic Plus that starts in Vanilla. Some people want a TBC server. Some people want Wrath Hardcore. It's like no one's ever going to be happy. You're not going to get any of those things. You're going to get what Uncle Blizz gives you, and you're going to accept it and move on. And none of it's going to be Classic Plus. And unfortunately, if they ever do a Classic Plus, it will not be off of Wrath, and we'll never have TBC servers again, because that would be Blizzard admitting that they were wrong, and they don't do that because it's not part of the corporate playbook. But yeah, it's really funny when people talk about like all the stuff that they want out of the game. I look at it these days and I'm like, yeah, you're never gonna be pleased. Blizzard is never gonna do anything to make you happy. It's probably time to go play FF or something, you know? like Daddy Blizz is never gonna make you happy. Your Christmas list is gonna be unfulfilled. It's bad. What's the corporate playbook look like? Part of the corporate playbook is to never say or do anything that indicates that a past decision you made was incorrect. Yeah, you can never admit wrongdoing, basically. That's one of the biggest staples of the 80s corporate rulebook that Blizz plays from. Is that you can never take an action or say a thing that admits that something you decided in the past was not the best choice you could have made. And so they decided not to give us TBC servers, so they could never go back on that. They could never be like, you guys do want this. You guys do want TBC servers. We'll give you one. There you go, buddy. Like, they can't do that because that entails them admitting that they were wrong. That's just a small part of it. That's the important part. Sean, give it time. You'll hate everything too. It's a natural progression of a WoW player to be like happy at first. You know, you're happy to be back. You're happy to have classic. You're happy to have vanilla hardcore. You're happy to have wrath. But then eventually, insidiously, discontent sets in. And one day you will realize there are things that you want that the game is never going to give you. It'll happen. It just takes time. Yeah, but look at how long it took him to do that, Jason. From the comment of you think you do but you don't, to when we actually got it. That guy had to be fired. J. Allen Brack had to go first. We had to say goodbye to J. Brack, and and that's the only reason it happened, right? And it happened so much later than when it was. There's not a chance. There's no chance. There is no chance. Only Zur. It's like a long distance, it's like a bad relationship, where like you're stuck in it but you're never gonna get what you want out of it. That's more of what it's like. Time to play Hardcore City of Heroes, yep. DC Heroes Online, Yeah, I mean, we'll see what BlizzCon holds in store. If you're a big fan of Classic, though, like if what you want to do is primarily you want to play Classic, like BlizzCon's probably not going to make you super happy unless you're really interested in like the seasonal vanilla stuff. If you're really interested in like the idea of seasonal vanilla restarts, then there might be some future. But like I think that a lot of people who are like super into Classic, like you're probably not going to be really happy with BlizzCon. Oh, first accidental mute of the day. I get 2 more, and then I have to read your comments in a Batman voice. Anyway, I was saying that the only people who like Classic who are going to be happy with BlizzCon are going to be people who are excited for Cataclysm. You know, all 7 of you who are excited for Cataclysm, you will probably be really happy because you'll get a Cataclysm announcement. And other than that, unless you're into the seasonal stuff, you're probably not going to have a lot to look forward to with BlizzCon. 2 more times, yeah. Bear Forever, yeah, I have been enjoying Wrath since they put in the Dungeon Finder. Yep, I'm kind of disappointed that we're not going to get to play some Wrath today. I felt like I had quite a bit of momentum going. We're about to go into Northrend. I was pretty excited to go into Northrend. And servers are down, so here we are. Michael, you picked up Elden Ring the other day. It looks like fun. Yeah, I heard Elden Ring is fun, I heard. I heard it was an enjoyable game. Very well received. See, Alex is one of the 7 people that's waiting for the Kata announcement. Yeah, like I don't mind. I'll play Kata, but I mean, like I don't think it's what like most classic players want. Most classic players want those things that they're never gonna get. Like they want Classic Plus. They want Classic Plus to go from Wrath. They want Classic Plus that goes from Vanilla. They want these things that are not going to come to pass. And so when they hear about Cataclysm, they're just gonna be upset. Unless you're looking forward to Cataclysm, the announcement is just going to upset you because it means that you're not getting any of the other things that you might have wanted out of Classic. Justin, you quit a week after Kata, so you wouldn't mind playing through it. But did you quit because of Kata? Or did you just quit because of like just external factors that you had no control over? Yeah, Vale, you're probably talking about like week 1. You're probably talking about the week 1 heroics in Kata. You're not gonna see those though. You're never gonna see the heroics like they were in week 1 of Kata, because when we get a classic launch, they launch with all the systems and tweaks that the last patch has. So like any balancing that needs to be done with classes or with dungeons or with enemies, they always look to the last patch of the expansion, and that's what we start with. So you won't get to see like those really hard heroics for like that first week of Cataclysm. You're never going to see those, unfortunately, in Classic era. What you will get, you'll get Heroic Plus, Heroic Plus Plus, Heroic Plus Plus Plus, and Heroic Plus 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 Plus. You'll get those eventually. You know, after you've been max level for a while, and you're getting bored with every single piece of content in the game. Then Blizz will give you a new currency and a new vendor, and they'll give you Heroic Plus 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 dungeons. And that's where you might see like difficulty in 5-mans, like what you're talking about. Except instead of using CC and stuff like we had to do in Cataclysm, all that'll really be different is that the healer is going to have to work harder to keep everybody alive. That's really the only like difficulty modifier they know how to make. They just know how to make difficulty that's like harder for the healer, and really doesn't affect the tanks. Keep on tanking, the DPS keep on standing and shit. And the healer just has to work harder, and that's really the only kind of like harder 5-man content you're going to see in Classic. And also, on a related note, that kind of content I'm talking about, the Heroic Plus dungeons, that's the only kind of Classic Plus content you're likely to see for the next several years, if not forever. Like you already got Classic Plus and Wrath. You got Titan Rune Alpha, Titan Rune Beta, and Titan Rune Gamma. Those aren't enough for you? You're not happy with your Classic Plus experience? Well, too bad. Not really anything you can do about it. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Yeah, I'm familiar with Kingdoms of Amalur. I played that when it first came out back in the day. It was okay. As, like a single player WoW. Yeah, maybe kind of like a single player. Visually, it reminded me of WoW a little bit. Yeah, like the graphics and stuff. The combat style, obviously not at all, because it's like more action oriented. But visually, yeah, it was reminiscent of WoW graphics. What new class race combo am I excited for from Kata? I don't know, because I don't know which ones they added. I know they added Tauren Paladin, but yeah, they didn't add Dwarf Shaman, so I really don't care. I think Dwarf Shaman is the only one that I'm actually ever excited about, and that was not a Kata invention. I think that came later. It might have came during like WoD. I know Trolls got Druid. Trolls got Druid in Kata. Not excited about that either. Yeah, the Tauren Pallies I could care less about. What else? Human Hunters. Humans got Hunters, I guess. That's pretty cool, I guess. I think like if I were to roll a Hunter ever on the Alliance side, I guess maybe it would be a human, but like I'm not really, no plans for that, so I'm not really excited about that either. Dwarf Shaman was Cataclysm. You think so? I was pretty sure that was added later. If that's the case, then that would be the only one that I'm actually excited about. Yeah, I'd be excited to be able to play a Shaman on the Alliance side that's not a Draenei. Other than that, I don't care. Undead, yeah, Undead Hunters because Human Hunters, right? The only good thing about retail these days are the cinematics. Oh god, brother, you need to go play a game with actual good cinematics. If you think the cinematics in WoW are any good, you need to like stop depriving yourself of like single-player games and go play some actual single-player games. WoW cinematics are kind of garbage. Unless you want to listen to characters just whine at each other about stuff, then that's fine. The cinematics stopped being good like back in Legion. Legion had some really good cinematics. And then after that, they've all kind of sucked. Tauren got Priest? Tauren didn't get Priest, did they? They got Pally. I don't think they got Priest, did they? The realistic cinematics on YouTube, we must not be thinking about the same things. You're probably talking about like the Saurfang cinematics and stuff. Saurfang cinematics were good, yeah. Did they hire the guy who was making those cinematics? He should never have let himself be hired. I hope they just paid him a bunch of money for his work. I hope he didn't let them, like, hire him. Who in the name of God would want to be a Blizzard employee? Why would you want to be a Blizzard employee? Like, that sounds terrible. No, I would if I was able to create work like that, I would sell it to them, but I would never go work for them. Once you work for somebody, they tell you exactly what you can and cannot do. Why would you ever want that? He's part of the staff? Oh god, that sounds effing horrible. I feel bad for him. Once you're part of somebody's staff, they tell you what you can and cannot do. They tell you when to come to work. They tell you where you're going to sit. They tell you what kind of chair you're going to sit in. They tell you what kind of desk you're going to sit at. They tell you who's going to be around you. Why would you ever want to work for somebody? Why would you ever want to work for Blizzard? Just keep making amazing content and then make them buy it from you. You negotiate your prices. That's sad. Yeah, if you're an artist with that kind of skill, then you just keep doing that. You don't go work for somebody, especially someone like Blizzard. Like, why the hell would you go work for Blizzard? If you're gonna work for a game studio, there are many game studios that will pay you a lot more money. Don't work for. That shouldn't be anybody's goal. Nobody's goal should be to get a job at Blizz, especially if they already have skills. Yeah, if you're a freelancer, like, and you're doing okay doing that, like, never go to work for anybody. No, it's not worth it. You might tell yourself there's like security in it, but there's not security in it. A corporation they'll have you on board for 20 years and one day they'll just fire you, you know? There's no security in it. The benefits are gonna be garbage. Like, it's not worth it. He's incredibly talented. Yeah, now he's going to have his talent squandered and wasted. He's going to lose artistic control over what he does. He's probably going to lose some control over his day-to-day life. It's not worth it. It's a shitty proposition no matter how you look at it. No, they won't listen though. They'll just fire you. Yeah. Once you're an employee, you're gonna do it their way. Because in that scenario, you've sold them all the power. You know, they already own all your shit. They own all the shit you have made. They own all the shit you will continue to make. And once you become an employee of somebody, you have sold your freedom and you have sold all of your power to be like, especially in an area where you're trying to do like imaginative work. You have given up your freedom to dream. You have given up your freedom to create actual art. And instead, now you're gonna do what Papa Blizz tells you to do. Dude'll come to regret it before the end. Yeah, Justin, hey, I worked for a company for 10 years and they did the same thing to me. They told me that my responsibilities had been shifted to a different department, and then they immediately hired someone else into the exact job that I had. So, yeah. That's why I currently don't work for anybody. So I can't imagine giving any part of whatever's left of my life to a corporation to one day have them just like throw you out on your ass, you know? Doesn't seem worth it. You develop all these relationships with coworkers and stuff that you convince yourself that there's value in these relationships, that you're building like friendships and connections and stuff. And then as soon as you don't work for that company anymore, you'll never talk to those people again. They're not your friends. They don't even want to like hear from you anymore because you are a cautionary tale for what happens to all corporate employees eventually, so they don't even want to like acknowledge you any longer. Yeah, it's all a sham. Justin, at least they made up some stuff to tell you. They just told me that my responsibilities have been moved to another department, whatever that means. There was not even like, there was no performance indicator they could point at, because I was probably the single most productive person on my team, and I always made it very obvious. And so there was nothing performance related they could look at. It was probably a combination of some people not liking me personally and like them wanting to save $1, you know. I was the highest paid person on a team of people who were not paid as much, and I had been around the longest, so I was easy pickings. Yeah, and these are the same companies that they expect you to give them a 2-week notice, you know. Otherwise, you've done something wrong, and they're gonna make sure they mention that when anybody calls for a reference. Yeah, they want you to give a 2-week notice, but they will fire you on a Thursday afternoon with 0 notice to speak of. Yeah, absolutely. It's hilarious. That's why I find it really sad when anybody who's working freelance or who is self-employed who would like take a job working for somebody. It's like, you don't want a job. If you cannot have a job working for somebody else, you don't want a job working for somebody else. Because of the one thing you can be sure of is that they don't give a crap about you. That's the one thing you can be sure of. How are them Wrath servers looking, guys? How are the Wraths? It's past 2 o'clock. They said 2 o'clock. They said 11 o'clock Pacific destination time, which is 2 o'clock EST. So either the Wrath servers are up or they lied. I'm assuming they probably lied. They're still down. They're still down. Yep, big surprise. I'm glad I didn't I thought about maybe I would wait and maybe I would just get onto Wrath when the servers came out. I'm glad I didn't wait because, yeah, obviously we would still not get to play any Wrath. It's now 12. Okay, so they're going to keep pushing it back hour after hour. I see how it is. I see how the day is going to go. They knew I was excited to be on that boat to Northrend and they were like, no, not going to happen. Yeah, Falcon, that's how they do it. That's how they always do it. There has hardly ever been a time in any corporation where they're going to give their employee a couple weeks notice. And why not? Because they assume the worst. They assume if they give an employee like time, that employee is going to do malicious things to the company while they're still there. That's why they can't give you any time. Because they have to assume the worst case scenario, which is that you are going to destroy them once you know that you're being fired. So they have to let you go immediately. And it was really sad back being at the office, you'd see people like escorted out of the building who had been there for 15 or 20 years. And on fire day, every season there was fire day where they'd fire a bunch of people, and there'd be people who'd have to get like escorted out by security. You know, someone who's been with the company for 25 years, they can't be trusted to empty their desk and walk to their car. They have to be escorted out. That's how messed up it is. Oh, we need one more item. One more item. Now, see, in the States, Blizzard has to do server maintenance during, like, normal working hours in the States. Because in the state of California, like, their overtime laws are really weird. So that's why in the States that they can't do maintenance at, like, 2 or 3 in the morning. They have to do it at 7 in the morning because that's, like, a normal workday. It falls within normal workday hours. And when they have employees in California work outside of normal workday hours, they have to pay them time and a half. Because the overtime laws in California are not like they are in the rest of the country. They are actually like very pro-worker. And so that's why Blizz does not pay people to do maintenance overnight, because they would have to pay them time and a half for those hours. And they would be hourly employees doing the maintenance. So that's why they do it from 7 to whenever, because 7 is part of a normal workday. Alright, we're done. I think all this stuff goes back to Booty Bay. I think we're gonna hearth back to Booty Bay. Yeah, let's do that. Or not. Or we just won't. We just won't hearth back. We'll just get attacked in the back instead.
Hurry back! Glad I could help! Keep it real! Hurry back! Talk to me! Keep it real! What's up? Glad I could help! Keep it real! Time is money, friend! Glad I could help! Adventure awaits. I have work for one such as you.
Hey, how you doing? Be good. Keep it real.
Alright guys, I'm going to stop right here for today. Yep, we're going to park it at the inn. We used up a little bit of rested XP, so that's like the positive takeaway from today, is that we got to use some of our rested XP we've been accumulating. I am hoping that tomorrow we will be back in Wrath of the Lich King, and we will be continuing our journey into Northrend on the road to max level and eventually doing some endgame stuff. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here, and I appreciate you guys showing up today. It's been a strange day. It started strange, it continued to be strange, and it's going to end that way. But I appreciate you guys being here and all of the support. Thank you guys so much. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again sometime very soon. Bye for now.